Kylian MBAPPÉ shone intensely in the duel against Manchester City, marking a hat-trick and leaving the world in shock. But what came later took everyone by surprise. At the end of the match, in the post-game interview, the Frenchman was confronted with a question that can define the narrative of world football in the coming years. Who deserves the Golden Ball, you or Vinicius Jr.? Mbappé's response not only surprised journalists, but also burned the internet. What he said about Vinny Jr. became a debate between fans, experts, and sports media. Is the Frenchman already the big favorite to the prize? Or Vinny Jr. remains the most decisive player in the world? Stay with me until the end, because this story has twists that will change your opinion about this dispute. Mbappé's performance against Manchester City made the world stop. He rocked the defense mounted by Guardiola, passed stones as if he were a cone, gave a magic dribbling in Gvardiol, and did not forgive Ederson. 3 goals, a flawless game, and a clear statement. He wants to be the best in the world. But there is a detail that is generating controversy. A single bright game was enough to put Mbappé at the top of the Golden Ball dispute, ignoring the whole season. After all, until a few weeks ago, Mohamed Salah led the ranking of the awards, with Rafinha in second, Mbappé in third, and Vinicius Jr. in fourth. And during this time, Vinny was arguably more decisive than the Frenchman, carrying Real Madrid in complicated Champions League matches. Now, with a hat-trick, has Mbappé become the favorite? Does this make sense? If there is one thing no one can question, is Vinny Jr.'s constancy at Champions League. It does not only shine in one game. He runs Real Madrid in all decisive matches, leaving his mark against the greatest teams in the world. The numbers speak for themselves. 44 direct guest appearances in goals in the last 4 editions of Champions. 21 of these participation in the knockout, where the pressure is higher. Best Real Madrid player last season. Vice scorer of the tournament and key piece in the last Meringue title. That is, Vinny Jr. has done at Champions League what Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo did at the height. And yet, after a spectacular game of Mbappé, was the Brazilian put in the background? Is this correct? Or are we facing a media-made narrative? After the match, Spanish newspapers like The Brand did not save compliments to the French. For them, Mbappé was spectacular, accurate, and ruthless in front of the goal. According to the press, this performance proves that it is completely adapted to Real Madrid and ready to win the Golden Ball. Spanish vehicles claim that this was the big night of Mbappé in Bernabeu, and that he is becoming the true leader of the team. Real Madrid brought the French for moments like this, and now he begins to justify his arrival. But does a game define a player's season, or is the media exaggerating? In the post-game interview, Mbappé was directly questioned about the dispute with Vinny by the Golden Ball. And your answer was unexpected. Being a scorer? I am very grateful to Vinny and Rodrigo, but I came here to win titles. I've been top scorer many times. I don't care about it. I want to win trophies, and that's the most important. About the Golden Ball. Being a Real Madrid player is more important than this award. I dreamed of it since I was a child. I always wanted to win the Golden Ball. I won't lie, but I believe the focus now is Champions. If I or Vinny will win, it will be good for the club. Mbappé showed humility and maturity, highlighting the role of the team before the individual awards. But does he really believe that? Or do you know that, deep down, the dispute with Vinicius is fierce than ever? One thing is certain. Champions League will be the great criterion for defining the Golden Ball winner. Since this season there is no World Cup, Euro, or Copa America, Champions' weight will be even greater. Current numbers put Mohamed Salah as the main favorite, with 49 direct guest appearances in goals. Rafinha is also strong in the race, while MBAPPÉ and Vinicius are still close. But the most impressive detail is that, despite playing less matches, Vini has a much greater impact on decisive games than MBAPPÉ. He calls responsibility and makes a difference when Real Madrid accurate. So why does the media insist on putting MBAPPÉ ahead? Are we underestimating Vini Jr.? The big question now is, MBAPPÉ has already surpassed Vinicius inside Real Madrid. Some commentators argue that MBAPPÉ is already the team's main name, and that, over time, will take the post of protagonist. For them, Vini Jr. is excellent, but MBAPPÉ is on a higher level, especially for his experience in World Cups. Others argue that, despite the talent of the Frenchman, Vini Jr. is the soul of Real Madrid, and that his recent history at Champions proves that. But what about you? What do you think of this dispute? Steve McManaman, former English player and commentator of TNT Sports, made a statement that is making something to say. MBAPPÉ may be the next golden ball. For him, the Frenchman had a clear challenge, being the protagonist of Real Madrid in the duel against Manchester City. This confrontation was the big clash of the Champions League, and, for McManaman, a player would need to shine to enter the race for the best in the world. Until then, Vini Jr. carried this responsibility, being the main name of the Spanish team. But according to the former player, the Brazilian came from a phase below, without so many direct participation in goals, which made room for MBAPPÉ to take the protagonism. And that's exactly what happened. With a historic hat trick, MBAPPÉ not only put Real Madrid in headlines, but also entered the fight for the golden ball. Has he already surpassed Vini? So, what do you think of this dispute? Is MBAPPÉ already the favorite of the golden ball, or Vini Jr. remains the most decisive? Leave your opinion in the comments. If you like the video, don't forget to leave the like. This helps the channel a lot to grow and bring more content like this. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any update about the world of football. Share this video with your friends, and we will discuss together who really deserves the golden ball.